干他妈进来就迷路是怎样？这么小一栋小房子，我也可以迷路。标一下好了，标这个，不然我等下就迷路给你们看。
Watch out for the Asura merchants. They'll soon cheat.
哼，马上死路是怎样？考验我的迷路的能力吗？吉祥没有方向感，不要说的好像吉祥有这种东西好吗？差点慢慢就要跑了，慢慢如果跑了，吉祥台就直接少一半的观众。先来看一下地图，找一下我们的猎人之家在哪里？在这里，这个绿色又有框框的地方。那我们就直接去找他吧。
The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the
你看啦，你看那个 NPC， 你看那个 NPC 讲话很野蛮。
I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me, is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
我的关系人嘞，在这里。
Here, Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
好，我想要看这个。
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies,
我来看看要
his
怎么
thrush
样
is
才
promoted
可
in
以
his place.
变成
No matter
别
how
人
anyone
的
feels about it.
大腿。他讲完了，靠背哦。
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sun Hawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers,
击落
Stalkers,
过的这些我也
behemoths.
都击落过啊。
I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds.
风暴鸟我不是杀了一堆吗？
He's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sun Hawk.
I'm ready to hunt,
直接去
so
打
tell
吧
me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis boil.
就杀掉别人篡位。好，我们来去打很多怪
I
啦。
rescued him, our prince.
我决定直接冲过去，让他们来追我。哦，我看到了，在这里。Damn！ 哦，痛！哦，吓死我了！他一定要用他的 尾巴一直甩我吗？哎，太多只咯，我觉得不是很 OK 哦，有点太多只咯。哎，他刚刚是不是绕过我，但是没有看到我？哦，结果是我没看到他，对不起。不需要这样子啊！这么……这里。啊，没射中，落空。啊，差一点就看不到他了。啊，干！我就说那颗地雷。快翻滚啊 ，Aloy！哎，我看到机关枪了！快呀 ，Aloy！ 难得拿到武器了。来吧！还有谁不怕死的？快上来！哼，滚不动。不会啊 ，Aloy 滚得很动啊，就跟指挥中心的政策一样，滚动得很厉害。
I thought I told you.
I'm here to present trophies to the Sunhawk of the Lodge. 3 sawtooths,
买不到那
2
个时候是
ravagers,
真的买不到。
and a stalker for good measure.
I suppose Talana helped you with this.
I brought these down myself. Will you accept them?
Fine, yes. I accept them. But tell Talana she should stop playing with sludge.
可是快筛其实不用炒，因为它其实不是必需品。我的关系，我的大腿在这里，
When I
一直
gave him
忘
my
记它在哪里。
trophies, Assis said you should be spending more time finding Red Maw than helping me.
That bunghead isn't wrong. But there isn't time to find Red Maw right now. You're gonna help with something
天
else.
哪，又要叫我跑腿！
And what might that be?
Meet me outside.
不要再叫我拾荒了。哎，我的大腿跑去哪了？可以不要擅自离开我这个主人跑来跑去吗？大腿擅自勾搭路人，是吗？
You wanna help? Here's someone who needs it. Go ahead, Elsadi.
I live in
红
Lone
四
Light,
是什么？
northeast of here. I
红
barely
四
escaped
是
because Glint Hawks attack
突然好
anyone
想
who
吃甜
ventures
食
out.
哦。不是啊，红四是
We
那
have so
个
few shards. Will you help?
那个
We have nowhere else
那
to
个叫
turn.
什么？
Sometimes members receive an honorarium for the hunt. Assis should have accepted this one, but he refused. The price was too low.
How generous.
In the past, I would have gone with Takas to handle this. What say you and I take it on? I'll meet you at Lone Light.
What about Red Maw?
Are you in or not?
All right. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
哎，我的大腿又要擅自离开我了啦！干。然后红四就是那个雷霆牙变种雷霆牙啦。雷霆牙是什么？一只很大只的机器啦，很难打。大概是这个样子。
About time you showed up!
Oh,
More
吓死
Glint
人
Hawks incoming!
我刚刚不是才杀掉一些吗？你是在跟我说刚刚你都没做事吗？
A few inches later.
他应该会自己死掉了吧？完成。好了，我的大腿嘞。
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the source, but if more come here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
我的
You
大
don't need me to hold your
腿，
hand.
我的大腿也很呛哦。
No wonder the Glint Hawks were drawn here.
看哪，都是鳄鱼的尸体。鳄鱼死在这里，发臭。 然后鸟鸟就来吃，大概是这样子吧。虽然明明就都是机器。
These must be the Snapmaw hunters.
他们两个就这样直挺挺的等着我抓到他们。哼。
I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
哦，这个垃圾我很多。
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
我还以为是我的大腿背叛我嘞，模组也太像了吧。
All right then.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
所以那个真的不是我的大腿吗？什么？我的大腿在我的背后？到底谁才是我的大腿？还是只要有绑马尾的都是吉祥的大腿
Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in.
然后我还要回到猎人之家再跟他会合，我不是已经在这里跟他会合了吗？是有什么话我们一定要回猎人之家再说吗？是怎样？有什么话我们就不能现在马上立刻好好的说清楚吗？然后你看他就坐在这里，到底啊不是要回去会合啊？你还坐在这啊？你如果有开车是不会载我你。
2 hours later.
Not enough of work.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
什么
Greetings, Sunhawk.
他是我
I
的大
hereby
腿，是他
sponsor
宠物。
Aloy of the
好啦，
Nora
也
for
行啦。
membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No! Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has
看看
fulfilled the
这个游
requirements.
戏的
And Sun
NPC
King Avad decreed the lodge should be
真
open to
的是
all.
嫌人品不
She
够
did save
拜
his。life, but I'm sure he'll listen to your prejudice over his own common sense. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
Another day begins.
This is a good day.
关心一下嘴贱的
I know why I
NPC
hate
好了。
Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in a massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
看来是言
How
论
did
不
your
自
family
由
come
的
to be
部分
members。of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. because it needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
总之，
Now
应
that
该
you're
是言
fresh,
论自由的
you
部
should
分
improve
吧
your reputation. Why do you hunt down a
大
Thunderjaw
竞技
and
场，
Stormbird?
You want me to go trophy hunting?
竞技场的话，应该是
You're mine.
不受控制
And
的
you
部
better make
分
me
吧
look。good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
你看，我们又要在一个很奇怪的地方汇合啦，靠背哦，
Guilty, he should pay.
干又要收集战利品。